Tonight is the night. Let's go, dude. Look at this. In 7 hours, we finally have the Zizaran Hardcore Solo Self-Found Class Gauntlet, dude. Oh, we are going to be live on YouTube and Twitch for this weekend. Tonight, Friday night, we will be live. So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and notify. That way you can watch as I try my best in my first ever full league to get through a gauntlet. I've never done a gauntlet before, and I'm super excited about this. I'm literally antsy. I'm ready. I think this is going to be so much fun and challenging, and we're probably going to die a lot, and I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, I'm okay with it, chat. Sheesh. So, talking about what are we going to build? I think I finally made a decision, guys. I finally made a decision. So, I was watching old boy Zizaran yesterday, and I was like, all right, what's my boy got? All right, so I was like, Ziz, what you got for me? And he posted a video that showcased a Bone Shatter Juggernaut. Okay, I want to make this I want you guys to understand this, is that literally the build that I was using this league for my first ever full league was a Zizaran Bone Shatter Juggernaut build that was from, like, I think it was last league or the league before. So I was using his build, right? Then he comes out and he throws me a loop with a new freaking build for Bone Shatter Juggernaut for this specific gauntlet. And I was like, ooh, are you speaking to me? Are you speaking to me, Ziz? So I think that this is what we need to do. With this being our first league, we have the Bone Shatter experience from it. I think that this is what we need to try, at least our first go. So our first character we're going to try is a Bone Shatter Juggernaut, chat. I'm really nervous because of being melee, but it does have a lot of defenses, which I think is really good. And I think as long as we play it safe, like I've been watching a lot of gauntlet videos, and it looks like as long as you outlevel your area by like a ton, right? The videos that I was watching was like it said between 8 and 10 levels, then you should be okay. And then as long as you get to white maps and you don't go crazy with the yellow maps, because as we saw, there is going to be things that are buffed during this gauntlet, right? So it looks like as long as we can get through the campaign, we might be okay. Because look, like the campaign has a ton of modifiers. Like I'm really nervous about Hillock alone, right? Hillock, I've always struggled with him. I don't know why. For some reason, I always die at least one time whenever starting a new character with Hillock. So I'm honestly, my goal might just be, can I defeat Hillock during this? Because monsters take 30% less damage. Monsters deal 30% increased and 30% extra attack speed, cast speed, and movement speed. So Hillock is going to be going crazy, dude. Oh, monsters have 20% physical damage added as extra chaos damage. Oh my gosh. And monsters penetrate 15% of elemental resist. This alone is going to be absolutely wild. And that's why I'm talking about Hillock, because I know you guys have played and struggled versus Hillock at least sometime at some point in your career of playing PoE, but add 30% increased damage and 30% increased attack speed to that mofo. I'm just saying, it's gonna be crazy. All right, so then once we get the white maps, it's supposed to kind of even out a little bit, and this is where it looks like we're supposed to really like farm your gear. Like this is where a majority of the players are going to end up, right? Is in white maps, because there's not as many modifiers. So these top modifiers, if I was told correctly, if I understood this correctly, are not going to be in the white maps. Okay, it is only going to be these specific ones right here. So monsters take 30% less. So they're all going to have like 30% less damage taken. Then they deal 30% increased damage and then fire 2 additional projectiles. But like if you go like an abyss strat, those projectiles are going to help you with like an abyss strat. So if you can farm these white maps and have your Atlas set up in a specific way to help with the fire 2 additional projectiles, I really think that this is going to be huge for you in the fact of like farming and trying to get your gear better. You know what I mean? Now, yellow maps, I heard, is pretty much, it's like instant death, right? Take 40% less, increase 30%. Monsters have 60% increased attack speed. That is crazy. Oh, so pretty much I will be shocked if we even get to this point with us being still very new and this being our first ever league and our first ever gauntlet. Honestly, I will be shocked if we even make it to yellow maps. Red maps even harder. I mean, look at that. I mean, you got 50% less. They take 50% less damage and 40% increased damage. I mean, it's just, that's wild, man. And the Uber bosses, same thing. Monsters deal 80% increased damage. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if anybody beats an Uber boss, it's going to be straight out of pure just mechanic knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're going to have a perfect run. Like, let's say the Maven, they're going to have a perfect Maven where they get touched 0 times. Shaper, they're going to have to be touched 0 times. There is no way that the monsters deal almost 100%. They deal 80% increased damage and 30% increased attack speed and all of these other things. And you think that you're going to have a character that's going to be good enough to beat that whenever people struggle with it now? I mean, come on, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think people are capable, but I feel like it's literally going to be based off of straight just being super good at the game. You know what I mean? Sheesh. But all in all, I think that this is going to be fun. I really do. I'm really excited about it. I know that, you know, I've been getting some like comments of like, why are you doing this? This is your first league. You probably shouldn't try this. Yada, 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 yada. But you know me, I like to do things that are not in the normal. I like that. Yes. Do I feel like I'm going to get completely destroyed in this gauntlet? Abso-freaking-lutely, dude. But am I going to have fun doing it? Yes, because we learned from last league, because I started like halfway through last league, I learned when I got hit with that weird burnout that I can't take this game too serious. Yes, you want to take it serious to have some fun, but I don't want to go into this gauntlet, get killed over and over and over again, and expect different, because this is what it's meant to be. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get irritated. We're going to just have fun. If we die, we die. We start over, we start over. If we end up stopping playing it and go back to our other character, what's the big deal, right? It doesn't matter. So that's why we're just going to have fun. So make sure you check it out tonight. Like, subscribe, notify. Make sure you go check my Twitch page. In the pinned comments is my Twitch, so make sure you go follow over there. And guys, I am super excited to hang out with you tonight and see how far we really get. Thank you all. I will see you tonight. And let's go. Ha! Get it.